Hi, so we have said already our prayers, and I have checked already the attendance for today's and stated to you our objective for this topic. So our lesson is all about the basics of nails. So we need to know what is a nail. So a nail is an appendage of the skin. So when we say appendage, it is an extension of the skin. Another example of a skin appendage is our hair. Yes, a hair is an extension of the skin. Then we have a feather. So feather is an extension of the skin. Okay? So another example of an appendage of the skin, as I have said, feather for the birds. And then we have scales for the fishes. Yung the fish may mga kaliskis. Yun. And then we have horns or yung mga sungay ng mga hayop. It is also an appendage of the skin or a skin extension. So the nail is a translucent plate that protects the tips of the fingers. Okay, so when you say translucent, meaning to say the light can still pass through it, but not 100%. Unlike in your transparent, the light can pass through it 100%. Okay, so you can see through if it's translucent. If it's opaque, the light cannot pass through it. Nahaharangan yung paningin nyo. So when you say translucent, the light can pass through it, but not 100%. So if this one is your nail plate, so it must be translucent because you can still see the pinkish color inside the nail plate, which is the nail bed. So it should be translucent. Okay? So your nails protects your fingers and your toe tips. Okay? Then, just like any other term, the nail also has a scientific term. The technical term for the nail is onyx. So when you go home, you tell your mama, Ma, ang onyx pala ay siya ring tawag sa kuko. So the technical term for the nail is onyx. The condition of your nail, by the way, is just the same as the skin. It reflects the general health of your body. Meaning, kung yung balat nyo ay naninilaw, there's something wrong in your system. Or, ikaw ba ay maputla, if you're pale, or there are bruises that you don't know where it came from. So, just like the skin, the nail also is an indication of your health. Okay? And then, if we are going to study the nail, we call that one as onychology. Okay? The nail vary in thickness, being the heaviest on the thumb. So, pinaka mabigat daw na kuko ay yung sa hinlalaki at saka yung big toe sa baba, sa paa natin. So, study of the nail again, onychology. Okay? And then, we all know that there are a lot of kind of protein. The most common protein that we know is, pinaka-common, ano? Yes, tama. Pinaka-common talaga na alam natin na protein ay melanin. So melanin is a protein substance that gives coloration to the skin or to the hair. Now, if you have too much melanin, let's say your lineage has too much melanin, like the Afros or the African people, they have too much melanin. And then if your melanin are lacking, or those white people, like in the European lineage, the Chinese, the American, most of them are white, so their melanins are less. And then for the Indo-Malays, the Malaysians, the Filipinos, the Indonesians, we have a very even distribution of melanin in our body. Okay? pantay ang kulay, tan. So that means to say melanin is equally distributed. So if you do not have melanin in you, even for animals, that is called as albinos. Okay? So that's the protein that gives coloration to the skin and the hair. Okay? Now, let's move to the protein that is responsible for the growth of your hair and is responsible also for the growth of your nails. This is what we called as, ano yan? It is what we called as keratin. Keratin is a protein substance that forms the base of all horny tissue. The nail is whitest and translucent in appearance and allows the pinkish color of the nail bed to be seen. The horny plate contains no nerves or blood vessel. So yung keratin natin, siya yung kumbaga yung pagkain ng nail para yung nail ay maging translucent, na maputi. Pero pag meron na pinkish in color pa rin. Okay? Siya rin yung isa sa mga reason bakit tumutubo yung nail natin. Kasi siya yung nagbibigay ng lakas sa ating mga kuko. Okay? Then let's proceed to the characteristic of a healthy nail. So, kailangan din natin maging healthy yung nail natin. Kasi as I have said, your nail is an indicator of your health. Our nail should be firm and flexible. Have you tried your nail na binibend nyo siya or pinipiko? Ganon. Okay, if you have tried bending your nails and it does not break, that means to say you have a healthy nail. Yes. However, kung binend nyo siya at nabali agad, that is not a healthy nail. Because your nail should be firm and flexible. It has the ability of the nail to bend at a certain extent. A strong nail does not easily break when subjected to great force. The strength of a nail can therefore be equated to the difficulty in breaking it in relation to the force applied to it. So remember, it's firm and flexible. It cannot be break easy. Okay? Then let's move to slightly pink in color. So as I have said, your nails should be pinkish in color. Okay? Di ba translucent yung sinasabi ko, yung nail plate, translucent. Light can pass through it. Since pag nilagay na dun yung nail plate sa nail bed, dapat pinkish yan. Because if your nail is very, very white, like opaque already, if it's yellow, if it's blue, if it's violet, if it's brown, if it's black, that means to say that your nails are not healthy. Okay? And then we have the surface is smooth. Okay? Dapat yung nail plate natin, smooth yan. Okay? Makinis na makinis. Untarnished. Okay? And then, we have the curve and unspotted. Dapat yung curve ng nail natin, okay, dapat yung curve na curve talaga siya. Kasi, kapag yung nail nyo is pabaliktad yung curve, okay, spoon nails ng tawag doon, at hindi talaga siya healthy. Okay? Hindi siya healthy. So, plain and curve without any white, gray, or yellowish spots. So, kung nakikita nyo, diba, usually it appears na merong mga puti yung kuko. May mga puti yung kuko. Yung may puti. Yung white spots, that's the most common. That means to say, you lack calcium. So that's a disorder already of the nail. Your nail is not anymore healthy. Okay? You need to do something about it. You need to take a lot of calcium. Okay? Next is we have number 5, without any hollows or wavy ridges. So, wala daw pag ganon-ganon. Walang butas. Okay? Walang mga butas, hindi bungi-bungi. Dapat makinis na makinis ang ating kuko. You understand? Okay. Okay, sinasabi ko na kanina ulit. Okay? We have the three major parts of the nail. The three major parts of the nail, okay, is our nail plate. This one, ito. Itong nakikita nyo. This is the visible portion of the nail. So, pag tinanggal nyo to, okay, tinanggal nyo to, wala tong pag tinanggal nyo to, yung pinaghigaan niya ay ang tinatawag nating nail bed. So, this is the most visible portion of the nail. And then aside from that, we have our free edge. When you say free edge, it is the end portion of the nail plate. So, ayan. Kung nakikita nyo, nakikita ba sa camera? Ayan. So, ito ang aking, ayan. Kita nyo? Ayan. Yung puti. Ito. Ayan, ito. Ayan, ito. Ayan, ito yung puti. Lumagpas na siya sa flesh ko ng kuko. Okay? Lumagpas na siya. That's the free edge. Okay? Free na siya. Free siya. Hindi na siya nakadikit. Okay? And then we have the nail root. Our nail root is the beginning of the nail found at the base and is embedded underneath the skin. So, kung ito yung nail plate nyo, ito siya, sa ilalim, natatakpan nga lang siya ng skin. Mamaya ituturo ko sa inyo kasi meron akong diagram. Andun makikita yung nail root. Okay? Let's move forward. We have the structures beneath the nail. Ilalim daw ng kuko. So the structure beneath the nail, number one here is the nail bed. And then we have the matrix and the lunula. So let's discuss this one by one. When we say nail bed, okay, ano nga ba ang nail bed? It is the skin upon which the nail body or nail plate rests. Sinasabi ko na kanina, pero joke lang yun. Pero kapag tinanggal nyo tong nail plate nyo, yung pinaghigaan niya, yan yung tinatawag na nail bed. Siya yung may pink na kapag nilagay nyo yung nail plate, kasi translucent si nail plate, medyo kita. Okay? And then it is supplied with many blood vessels and nerves. So, meron siyang blood vessels, meron siyang nerves. Si nail plate, wala siyang nerve, wala siyang blood vessel. Si nail bed ang merong nerve at blood vessels. Okay? The blood vessels supply nourishment for the nails. Okay. Matrix. So, when we say matrix, it is part of the nail bed which contains nerves and blood vessels. And it is located beneath the nail root. So, sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, medyo natatakpan lang ng, ng skin. Ilalim ng, ito yung nail plate, ilalim nito is our nail root. Ilalim ng nail root is nandun yung matrix sa ilalim. Okay? So, kumbaga ba, si nail root nauuna bago si matrix. Okay? Si matrix, siya yung nagpro-produce ng mga panibagong cells and responsible siya para tumubo at para maging maganda at para maging malusog ang ating mga kuko. So, si keratin, kumukuha siya ng stocks ng protein doon. Kumukuha siya ng stocks ng protein para pakainin, okay, yung mga cells, para mag-regenerate, para magkaroon ng bago, tumubo ng maganda, maging pink, at walang sakit. Okay? It produces the cells that generates and hardens the nail and will continue to grow as long as it receives nutrition, proper nutrition, and remains in a healthy condition. Now, our matrix, sometimes it is called the mother of the nail. Okay. Why was it called the mother of the nail? Because, as I have said, they are the one that generates new cells responsible for the growth and for the healthy condition of our nail. Okay? So, it is part of the nail unit that lies underneath the proximal nail fold in front of the nail root. So, ituturo ko sa inyo mamaya yung location ng diagram, sa diagram natin. So moving on, we have our lunula. Okay? This is the half moon shape in our nail. Yun, yung puti. Yung puti. Pag maliit pa tayo, yung lunula, visible pa sa, lalo na pag baby, visible pa siya sa lahat ng nails. But as we grow old, napapapansin nyo, bakit yung hintuturo at hinlalaki na lang ang meron akong lunula, bakit wala na yung iba? Diba? Also, yan ang explanation nan. Hindi, yung lunula nyo as we grow old, it will, parang hindi naman siya nawawala. Parang nandun lang siya. Hindi na nga lang siya ganun ka visible. But the lunula is that half moon shape found at the base of the nail. Okay, where the matrix connects with the nail bed. So, ilalim daw ng lunula, sa ilalim pa nun yung nail root, nandun daw sa ilalim dun yung matrix. Ituturo ko sa inyo mamaya sa diagram natin. Okay, so we have the structures that surrounds the nail. Okay, this includes our cuticle. Okay, we have the HypoNicu. Itong HypoNicu, extension siya ni cuticle. And then we have the HypoNicu. Okay, and then the nail walls and the nail grooves. So when we say cuticle, this is the overlapping skin around the nail. So overlap, meaning to say nasa ibabaw. A normal cuticle should be loose and pliable. When we say loose and pliable, the cuticle, if your cuticle is never been touched, it's still virgin, you haven't performed any manicure or pedicure services, the cuticle will just loosen up. Naturally, it will be removed without you exerting effort. However, as an experience, we tend to bite our cuticle and remove, right? Right? Okay. Because the cuticle is just like a loosened thread, okay, in the nail. Payo siya na nakaganon. Okay. Kapag si cuticle, tumubo siya pag ganon, pa-forward, ang tawag na sa kanya ay HypoNicu. Si cuticle nakaganon, payo. Si HypoNicu naman, para siyang dito, sa taas. Parang sa letter U ni cuticle, si cuticle kasi parang thread. Okay? Tapos, si cuticle, may tutubo na dito sa parang U niya dito, banda tutubo sa kuko. Okay? Yan yung tinatanggal. HypoNicu na tawag doon. Because your cuticle has an extension. That extension of the cuticle is what we call as our HypoNicu. Okay? A cuticle extension at the base of the nail body which partly overlaps the lunula. Minsan natatakpan niya, pag makapal na si HypoNicu, minsan natatabunan niya si lunula. Kaya tinatanggal para maganda tignan ng mga nail therapists. Okay? Moving on. We have the HypoNicu. When we say HypoNicu, it is the portion of the skin under the free edge of the nail. HypoNicu. So, kapag tumubo na yung nail ninyo, ito na yung free edge natin. Kita ba sa camera? Yung mga lagpas ng kuko. Kapag mahaba na yung kuko, lumagpas na siya sa flesh. Free edge na to. Ilalim ng free edge, kapag pinasok niya yung kuko nyo dyan, okay? Pag nasaktan kayo, yan yung HypoNicu. Usually, pag over nail cutting, yung pinaka-pudpud na talaga, okay, usually ang nasasaktan nun is the HypoNicu. O HypoNicu is just under the free edge of the nail. And then we have our nail walls. Okay, from the word wall. Okay, wall. Okay. Ito yung fold ng skin. Ito yung fold ng skin, yung tupi ng balat na naka-overlap, na napatungan. Ito, nail wall to. Yung tupi ng balat. Okay? May diagram ako later. Tupi. Ito yung wall, ito yung nail nyo, yung nakatupi, yung balat na nakatupi. Okay? Sa kuko. Yun ang tinatawag nating nail wall. Wall siya. Okay? Next, nail grooves. So, what is a nail groove? They are slits or track. Para siyang hiwa. Ito. Kasi minsan, napag yung nail wall at saka nail groove, minsan napagpapalit. Ito siya, yung hiwa dito sa kuko, ay siyang tinatawag nating nail groove. Okay? Yung parang hiwa, yung parang daanan, struck. Slit siya, slit. Okay? Ito yung nail groove. Yung nail wall, yun yung fold ng skin na nasa kuko. Okay? Na nag-overlap sa kuko. Naintindihan? Naintindihan po ba? Again, yung slit, yung track na nadadaanan sa gilid, nail groove. Yung fold ng skin, papuntang kuko, yan yung nail wall. So, wag niyong pagpapalitin yan, ha? So, again, it are the slit or track in the skin at the side of the nail upon which the nail move as it grows. Okay? So, yung nail grooves ang nag-move habang tumutubo ang ating kuko. Si nail wall, hindi. Okay. And then we have the mantle. The mantle is a deep fold of the skin in which the root is embedded. Okay? Mantle, deep fold of the skin in which the root is embedded. Mamaya, mas maiintindihan nyo siya, yung mantle, kasi nasa ilalim pa siya ng skin. Mas maiintindihan nyo siya mamaya sa ating diagram. Okay? So, we have here the diagram of the nail structure. So, free edge, tignan nyo siya. Ito ang ating free edge. Tumubo na siya. Sa ilalim ng free edge, ito siya, di ba? Ilalim nito, ito siya. Ito yung HypoNicu. Ito yung nasasaktan tayo pag pudpud na pudpud, yung pagkaka-nail cutter natin o yung pagkakagupit ng ating mga kuko. HypoNicu yung tawag doon sa free edge. Okay. Okay, tandaan, ang pinagkaiba ng HypoNicu sa HypoNicu, okay, yung HypoNicu, nasa ibabaw siya ng cuticle. Tignan nyo si cuticle. Ito yung parang sinulid. Ayan o, dito siya. Papunta doon. Nandyan si cuticle. Si HypoNicu, tumutubo siya, extension siya ni cuticle. Pak, pak, pak. So, yung pagkakaiba. HypoNicu, extension ni cuticle. HypoNicu, siya ay nasa ilalim ni free edge. Kuha po. Okay, moving on. As I have said, ito yung ating nail plate. Translucent dapat ito para yung nail bed, ito ay makikita natin. Okay? Ayan yung nail fold. Okay. The lunula, the white portion that is half moon in shape. Ito yung lunula. Tignan nyo yan. Okay? And then, so you have the free edge, you have your nail plate, the nail fold, or your perioniculum. Then you have your lunula. The eponychium is above the cuticle. Hyponychium is beyond your free edge, under. Your nail groove, ito yung slit, oh, tignan nyo, yung track. Slit, gilid. And then the nail bed. And then your matrix. So, yung matrix nyo ay parte siya ng nail bed. Again, matrix is a part of the nail bed. Okay, to further understand, I have here another diagram. Okay, the anatomy of the nail. So, this one is the lateral nail fold. Tingnan nyo yung lunula nyo, again. And this one is your free edge. Then, we have the root of the nail. Tingnan nyo. Ito yung nail root. Nasa ilalim ni nail root si nail matrix. No? Tingnan nyo. Diba? Tingnan nyo. Si matrix ay nasa ilalim. Si nail root ay nasa ibabaw. Ayan yung ating eponychium. Nandito banda si cuticle. So, this one is the body of the nail. This is the nail body. Okay? And this one is the bone of the nails, or what we call as phalanx or phalanges pag marami. Yung buto. Yung maraming buto. Oh, that's the bone of the nail. Phalanges or phalanx. bone of fingertip. Stratum or germinativum, we will not discuss that one. Okay. So that ends already the internal and the external structure of the nail. I hope you have learned your lesson, the anatomy of the nail, what the nail is, the external and the internal parts of the nail. Why is nail important? Why we should? Why is it important to take care of the nail? And uh, what are the characteristics of a healthy nail? So if you have further questions, just DM me or PM me, and I'd be glad to answer you. So thank you. Bye.